The Fujifilm X100V is a compact camera that came out in 2020, and with the recent popularity and price rise, I thought it would be a good idea to get this camera and see if it's worth all the hype. So with that being said, welcome to Killer Entertainment, and this is Into the Lens. We just stopped here. Looks like there's a news agency and everything. There's a sign here I want to take a photo of. There's a lotto sign with the one Powerball. And I want to take a photo of this though first because I kind of find it interesting. At the moment I have a Moment 49mm Cinebloom filter, a diffusion filter. It's a 10%. Let's take a photo of this lotto sign. Let's take a photo of this sign as well. That's super nice. Let's see if we can get a wide shot of this whole strip. We'll go over the side. Okay, cool. We have a garbage truck in the frame, so keeps it interesting, I guess. Yeah, not a bad photo. Let's see if I can get a photo of this petrol station across the street. I'm really trying to wait for like a car or a truck to get in the frame. I just think it would be a lot more interesting if we had like a colorful truck or something in the middle. Here we go. All right, I think I got it. Yes, got a red car to match the red petrol station over there. So that looks really nice. Let's keep on moving on. We might find some more locations if we keep driving around. Oh, we can take a photo of that. That looks really sick. I want to take a photo of that. That looks really cool. So we're driving to like our next location. What I've noticed with the camera is it is a little bit slow here and there. It's not something where you can take it out, turn it on, and just start shooting straight away. It does take a while for it to start up before you can start taking photos, which was a little bit of an issue because I did see some people that I wanted to take photos of, but by the time the camera turned on and was ready to take photos, the moment was gone. So that is a little bit of a downside when it comes to this. Don't expect like a super fast camera, but for like if the camera stays on, then it is fine, I guess. But I can see it being an issue for street photos if you're turning your camera off and on all the time. But other than that, I think the experience has been pretty good. So yeah, let's keep going and let's see what else we can take photos of. So we were just driving and I saw this cool old looking house. I really just want to get a straight on shot of it. So I think it'll be pretty cool. That might be my favorite photo of today. Such a clean looking photo. So we just pulled over because there's a horse right next to the fence. And we have this little Fuji adapter which turns this 23mm into a 50mm. So I'm going to take off the Cinebloom filter, the 10%, and I'm going to put this little 50mm adapter on. See if I can get some compression and a nice portrait of this horse. All right. Let's go do it. Yeah, this is the first time I'm pretty up close to a horse, and they are massive, and on top of that, they're so beautiful. These are really beautiful photos. I don't know if it's the camera, if it's me, if it's the horse. It's most likely the horse, to be honest. These are great. Let's not bother anymore. Goodbye. Have a good day. Today's just a lucky day, I don't know. We've been really lucky with a lot of these photos and literally just driving around. So yeah, we were just on our way to a koi shop that has like massive koi, and I was thinking about taking some photos of that. So let's make our way there and keep getting lucky. We just pulled over again after the horse. Literally up the road, there are some sheep, and this sheep is perfectly framed. So I have all this negative space and I can get it right dead center in the middle. There's something about having a subject right in the middle of the frame and everything else is negative space that is so satisfying to me. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about having such a clean image. Up the road is now some koi. Let's keep going. Alright, so we are back now. It's the next day. I spent all last night editing these photos and they are awesome. They turned out so good. There's 3 photos in here that are my favorite, and we can talk about them later on. But let's talk about the camera for a little bit. First of all, I was shooting with a film recipe. I was shooting with a Portra 400 film recipe, and that was just to get it. I knew I was going to edit the photos, but it was just to get it closer to how I wanted them to look when I was editing them. Even just the JPEGs from here, from the Portra 400 film recipe, they looked great on their own. So that's a huge plus side, the fact that you can put in different film recipes and have your camera basically shoot digital film-like photos is awesome. Now, also, I didn't notice that I was shooting this all on auto. I just went out and was just shooting photos, and as soon as we got back, I noticed, oh, I never even changed any of the settings. The aperture ring on the lens was on auto, the shutter speed was on auto, everything was on auto. I didn't even faze me. But in saying that, the dynamic range, the sharpness, and the color on all these photos look great. Like, it is pretty impressive, but I wouldn't expect anything less for how much this camera is. But let's talk about some of my favorite photos of yesterday. Of course, we need to talk about the photo of the house. This is one of my favorite photos, mainly because it looks like a photo, like a still image from a movie. It looks like a still image from Breaking Bad. or something like that. It might be one of the reasons why I like it so much. But yeah, the colors in it, the sky looks great. I love this little strip of a cloud that's kind of pointing directly towards the house. I think that kind of adds a little bit more to the photo. The next photo that is my favorite is the black and white photo of the horse looking directly at the camera. This photo I actually cropped in so much. This was actually a full body horse shot, and because the horse was staring right at the camera, I thought this would be a great just close-up photo of it staring directly into my soul. So the reason why I picked black and white for this photo is because of the shadows on its face. I feel like it exaggerates the features a little bit more, which I like. I think it looks awesome. And the fact that I cropped in a lot and you can still see all the details on its face and the eye, even the hair. And my third final favorite photo is the last photo of the two horses eating. This photo turned out so fucking good. The shadows of the trees and the horse, you know, the golden look of the grass because the sun was about to set around this time. The fact that both horses are just eating at the same time, they both have their heads down. And I feel like the trees also frame the horses. So that's also great. Like especially this back tree, how it's bending around. It's sort of bending around this horse at the back. But I wouldn't expect anything less than this because of the price of this camera. You can get this camera right now for around $2,500 to $3,000. And that is just, to me, it's way too much for a point and shoot sort of compact camera. Even though the results you get is great. It's an amazing results. But for just a little bit over $3,000, you can get the A7 IV, which is what we're shooting on right here. And this camera has way more features than this camera. But I guess it depends what type of photographer you are. This is my girlfriend's camera, and she takes this everywhere more than a Fuji X-T4. And it's because it's small. I want to say it's light, but it actually isn't light. It's pretty fucking heavy considering how small this camera is. But the fact that she can put it in her bag, not even think about it, it's more appealing. So I kind of get that. But you know, I can see why people like this camera so much. Me personally, I think it's a little bit overhyped though. But the results are still really good. But in saying that, make sure you like this video if you did indeed like and subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next episode of Into Lens when we do the X-T4.